I'm here at Bleeding Heart Bakery in Chicago with Michelle Garcia, the co-owner. Hi. So you guys opened in 2004. Can you tell me a little bit about why you opened the bakery and what you're all about?
Well, we opened the bakery because we had kind of decided that my husband and I had worked at a lot of food places in Chicago, a lot of bakeries and a lot of restaurants. I was pregnant with my son, and we started to talk about what would we want him, what kind of world we would want him to grow up in. And we started to design the bakery based upon how we feel kind of food integrity should be, and also to give us the freedom to work around the schedule that we needed as parents.
And you're all organic?
Yeah, we were actually the first certified organic bakery in the country, retail bakery. We gave up our certification to be able to use more local farmers that weren't certified, but in all rights should be. They just can't afford it, or they don't believe in the system, which is kind of partially why we gave it up as well. But we use all organic dairy flour, everything that could possibly be organic is, and the only thing that's not are the locally produced product, like our blueberries, when they're in season, that kind of thing.
Now, your cupcakes, you have several different ones. You do different flavors every month. Can you tell us a little bit more about those and which one's your favorite and which one's the best seller?
Well, I think my favorite and the best seller are the same thing. The Veruca salt is my favorite, and it's the one that I keep taking it off of the menu to give another cupcake a shot, but it's the one that 9 times out of 10, if somebody comes here and they don't find the cupcake they're looking for, that was the one. That's the one that they always ask for.
I just had that, but can you tell us what's in it?
That one is a vanilla-based cupcake with black lava salt, Hawaiian red salt, French gray salt, and fleur de sel inside, and then it has a caramel center, and then it's a caramel frosting, and then it's got the salt kind of drizzled on top.
Wow. Why do you think it's so popular?
I think people are starting to, everyday people are starting to become foodies in their own right, and they're starting to be really interested in the savory sweet combo. So salted caramel is savory sweet, but it's not scary savory sweet, and it's then they realize that the salt, it's not salty, it's just brings out the really awesome flavors that are already there.
Now, you also do a charity cupcake every month. How do you pick your charities? And
we get a lot of applicants for our charity cupcakes. We have a few. We won't do anything that is religious based. We want the charity to be a comfortable charity for everyone in the bakery to represent. So everybody kind of votes on what they want to represent based off of our applicants. Usually it ends up being music-based stuff, like we did Chirp Independent Radio, which is women's owned low-frequency radio station here in Chicago. We do a lot of animal charities. We did cupcakes for Obama for a long time and earned a lot of money for his campaign. So it really is who applies, and then who do we all feel confident we could sell this because we believe in what they're doing.
Now, you also do these Top Chef inspired cupcakes. I don't watch Top Chef, so can you tell us more about those and how you come up with them?
The Top Chef cupcake is actually a challenge for us. So as soon as the weekly episode ends, we have to break down the winning dish into its flavor components and figure out how it would work into a cupcake. So right now I'm trying to figure out how to make a trout cupcake.
Wow.
And people like it or they hate it, but for us, it's just a challenge. I'm not trying to make the best cupcake in the entire world. We're trying to just figure out how we can do this with these components and kind of beat ourselves at our own game,
Yeah. Now, you have lots of other stuff here, croissants, pastries, cookies, brownies. How do the cupcakes do compared to your other baked goods?
Well, our cupcakes are definitely our top seller. But we get a lot of hipsters, which are it's the big cupcake scene, and then we get a lot of moms and kids. So it seemed like that's our demographic is for cupcakes, and they've kind of taken over Chicago. My love for cupcakes comes from being able to use them as a canvas for doing really, really cool and funky flavors. So because we have so many kids eating our cupcakes now, I've kind of tamed down the flavors, and I have 6 mainstays that are more normal, like red velvet and sprinkletini and that kind of stuff. So I've started to go into the world of my tarts and tried to make my tarts really, really funky and crazy so I can still kind of get that out, you know. But I would say we sell 2 cupcakes for for one of everything else that we sell.
Cool. And what's your favorite part about running Bleeding Heart?
My favorite part is the customers. Like, we have obviously problems with customers like everybody does, but because the name Bleeding Heart and just the wording punk rock pastry, it's an automatic filter. So everybody who enters here knows what they're in for when they walk in. And it's like the whole reason why we opened is because I wanted to create this atmosphere for my kids. So it's like, I know that you're cool with us when you walk in, you know, and it's like, cool, let's go hang out, you know.
Cool. Well, thank you, Michelle.
Thank you very much.